surprise, Coach. It is a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a peek at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. He's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Antonio Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Brown with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5.
Now let's go.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs at defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Now let's go.
Buying time. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Now let's go.
He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3, 19.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Star Latulippe breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll rifle this one. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But
we pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Antonio Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
so pick a route any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Brown on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
All right, here we go.
He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man complete. And give him a gain of 37.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And Brown's got it for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Brown, 43 yards. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter.
Hey. Here we go now.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Antonio Brown, 75 yards. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that. It got his man complete. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Brown, 96 yards. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on.
Well, partner, go ahead and strike up the band. Cue up the dance moves. AB is in the end zone yet again, and that's not a surprise at all. His ability to turn something into a bigger play after the catch, that run after catch, one of the things that helps separate him as one of the elite receivers in the NFL.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Now let's go.
Looking downfield for Jones. He's got it at the 15. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Brown, 92 yards. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Brown, 75 yards. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because
so now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. And that touchdown catch, Charles, it breaks the single-game record for receiving touchdowns.
And what a perfect match. A quarterback who loves to throw it and a receiver who knows how to go out and get them. A brand-new record established today, and all these fans who are on that side are going to go home happy.
We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet.
Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. We've got a lot. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another catch, more yards, and now enough yards to break the single game record.
It seemed inevitable the way this game went that the yards record would fall, and we got to see it. We got to witness it. And the crowd is so excited to watch another NFL record fall.
We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Take 4. All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going deep for Brown. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And an alley to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Brown finding the end zone yet again. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just a go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to,
late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39!
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
they went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Dolphins. 53 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Dolphins, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-13 season. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all your points, as a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.